Years old.
All right, y'all see my Sharpie, guys?
Yes, sir.
Clear, you can read them. Okay. All right, so today, that's the plan. I'm gonna do 110 to 121. Yes, I know I did 110 before, but I'm gonna do them again. And then from there, I'm gonna go to the other ones, okay? So hopefully that's the plan. All right, so I'm gonna do 110. I'm gonna just change the numbers, okay? Like it's gonna be 50x plus 100 equals let's say 60x plus 7,000 or something. There you go. It's like number 110. I just changed the numbers. Okay. All right. This one. So you're gonna get 50x plus 100 minus 100. 60x plus 7,000 minus 100. All right. So these are gone. So you have 50x equals 60x and Somebody tell me the numbers for that. What is that right there? Doing the calculator, doing the calculator. What is 7,000? Take away 100. What y'all get?
6,900.
6900. Okay, so now 50x. So I'm gonna subtract from both sides, minus 60x, minus 60x also on both sides. So now you're gonna get, you tell me, what's on the left side? These are gone. What's this? Where my fingers are? There you go. Equals 6900. So now I'm gonna divide this by -10. And I'm gonna divide this one also by -10. And if I do that, you tell me the answer. What are you gonna get? What is it?
My calculator says error.
Oh, no way. I'm sorry, my fault. I should have shown division. Sorry, my fault. Okay, let me show you how to divide numbers, okay? You put this number 6900 divided by, and this is a -10, so I'm gonna put -10 like this. I got -690. Do it again like this. 6900 divided by little minus sign. Little minus sign right here, this one. Did you get -690 now or not yet? Then what you get now?
Mine says error too. Is there a certain setup that you need for the calculator?
Say it again.
Mine came out as error as well. Is there like a certain setup that you need to set for the calculator?
Okay, let me see. What do you have on one of these machines? Yes or no?
I have a TI 84 plus.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. So first thing you do is let me start from the beginning. Okay. You hit on. See the on button right here? Did you do that much?
Yeah.
Okay, hit on. All right. And then you can hit clear. See this right here? It says clear. Hit clear right now. So there's nothing in there anywhere. Now let me do easy things first. Let's say 4 plus 4. And then to hit equals, hit the enter. See this right here? Hit this answer, yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So now, if I'm going to do this 6900, now watch me do it. 6900. Did you do that much right there?
Yes.
Divided by is this symbol right here. So divide. That's
Yes,
a divide. Divide. And then -10. -10 means this right here. See my finger right here?
Oh, okay. Then yes, I did it wrong. Thank you.
The little minus sign. Yeah, I should put a little minus sign there. Because if you put the other one, it'll give you errors.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So then you hit enter. What did you get? 6900? Did you get
Yes, sir.
-690 now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. So 110. Can I say 110 is okay? Okay. I'm gonna go next one then. I'm gonna go 111 then. I'm gonna say yes, you got it. All right. Number 2, 111. It says f of x is 4x squared minus 20. It's gonna say find f of -5. So that means wherever there's an x, what are you gonna put? -5. Like this. Okay, so now we're doing the calculator slow motion, so we won't mess it up, okay? This really means a -5 times a -5. Is everybody okay with this part right here? -5, which means -5 times -5. Let me highlight it so you can see it easier. This one right here means that right there. Everybody okay with that part right there? Negative times a negative. So what is this on your calculator? What's a negative times a negative? What do you get for that? -5 times a -5. What did y'all get?
25.
It's regular 25. Because a negative times a negative is a positive. So now, using your calculator skills, what is 4 times 25? Do the calculator.
100.
100. All right, so now when you do it in the calculator, make sure you gotta do it in the calculator, just in case you don't know how. Okay, so what you do in the calculator is this way. You go 100, 0, 0, big minus sign is this one here. So my finger is right here, that one. And then put the 20. Okay.
80.
And then 80, exactly. Yeah, it's 80. So f of -5 is 80. Yeah, this is the big minus sign right here. That one right there. Okay. Does that make sense? A little bit? All right. All right, it's 111. That's okay. I say 111 is good. Can I go next one? Okay. Let's go next one. The next one, oh man. 112 and 113 says use use a graphing calculator to set up this graph and this graph. Since obviously we don't know how to use graphing stuff yet, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna skip it for now, today. But on Tuesday when you come in, I'm gonna start using the machines. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to set up the formulas for this and how to graph stuff on your machine. So 112, 113, I'm not gonna do it right now because it's using the graphing machine, and we don't. Not everybody has one. Everybody knows how to use it yet, but you will. So I'm gonna go to the next one, which is 114. Let me go to this. This one we can do. We can do this one right now. This one says factor. You have x squared plus 5x plus 6. All right, look at the last number. The last number is 6. So 6 times 1 and 2 times 3. Are those the possible numbers for this one? Yes. Which one adds to be a 5? You tell me.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Somebody said 2 and 3 is the answer. So I'm going to try 2 and 3 like you said. X, 2 and 3. And a plus and a plus. So I'm saying this thing in this box right here is the correct answer. Now, how do I know it works? Can I just check it? Make sure it doesn't mess up? Yes, I'm going to just check it. See if it works, okay? Let's check it. Let's check this thing. Does it work? I don't know. X plus 2 times x plus 3. It's ready. X times x squared. X times 3, 3x. 2 times that is 2x. And then 2 times 3 is 6. So now add this together with your calculator. What is 3x added to 2x? What is this number added to this number? What do y'all think? How much? What is this right here?
5x.
Yeah, 5x plus 6. Does this one match the one up there? Yes or no?
Yes.
It does, yeah. So then this is the correct answer. Let me do another 19. I'm just gonna change the numbers, okay? All right, yes, that's the right answer. Okay, do another 114. Just because 114 again. Gonna say the word factor. And let me use one that you know how to do. I think we did this one before, so maybe you remember, hopefully. X squared plus 14x plus 24. All right, so it's factor. So you look at the last number, always look at the last number. So possible numbers are 24 times 1, yeah, maybe. 12 times 2, 6 and 4, 3 and 8. All these could be the answer, right? So which one do you think it is? We should give you the middle number.
12 and 2.
Yeah, I would say 12 and 2 because that gives you a 14. Okay, so let's go from there. X, the 2 and the 12. Now, they're all pluses right now, so just put pluses now. I say this thing in the box, that's the answer. So let's check it. Once you do this, you always have to check this stuff, okay? So it's x plus 2 times x plus 12. Does that work? I don't know. Let's see. X times x. Somebody tell me. X times x?
X squared.
There you go. X times 12?
12x.
12x. There you go. 2 times x.
2x.
X. And 2 times 12.
24.
24. There you go. All right. So now, if I put this together, what is 12x and 2x together? How much is that?
14.
Yeah, 14x. So now the other question is, does it match? Yes or no? Does they all match? What on
Yes.
top? Yeah, so that's the right answer. These are all pluses. I'm gonna change to a minus in a second, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna put a minus. So hopefully, yeah, you can still do it. All right. All right, I'm gonna put let's put a minus. X squared minus 2x minus 24 is a factor. Okay. So possible numbers are 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 6 times 4, 3 times 8. All these numbers are 24. But which of those numbers gives you -2?
6 and 4.
We said 6 and 4. Okay, let's go with 6 and 4. All right. And always put the little number, then I put the big number. Now go from there. There's a minus in the middle. Where do you think the minus should go?
With the 6.
Yes, right here. And then the other one, what do you think this should be? Negative
Positive.
what?
Positive.
So positive times a negative, is that give you negative 24? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so I think this is the right one, but you know what? Let's just check it just to make sure that we didn't mess it up. So we're gonna do this one times this one. Is that the right answer? Let's see. X times x, I got that's x squared. I got that part. What's x at -6?
Negative 6x.
Yes. And what's 4 times x?
Positive 4x.
Yes. What's 4 times -6?
Negative 24.
Yes, -24. All right, so now ready? X squared. What is this number and this number together? What do you think that is?
Negative.
We said -2. Everybody go with -2 right here?
Yes.
All right, does that match? Let's see. Yes, yes, and yes. So the answer is yes, this is the right number in the block. Does that make sense? Do another one like this. I'm just gonna change the signs, okay? Same problem. I'm just gonna change it, okay? Same. I'll use 24 again because you have that skill, right? X squared minus 10x plus 24. So I'm gonna put the numbers over here again. 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 6 times 4, 3 times 8. All these numbers are 24. Which one gives you 10? You tell me. Which one gives you 10?
6 and 4 and 12 and 2.
Yeah, both of them do, right? But let's try 6 and 4. If it doesn't work, we'll flip it, okay? All right, let's go with this number. X, let's go 4 and 6. If you're using 4 and 6, well, let's see. There's a minus in the middle. Where's the minus go?
6.
Right. And the last times the last is the last. So a negative times what gives you a positive?
A negative.
So a negative times negative. Okay, so you're saying that this is the answer here, right? Let's check this thing. All right, so you have x minus 4 times x minus 6. So we're going to go from here. Ready? X times x is x squared. X times -6 is -6x, right? Now you tell me what this is. -4 times x, what is that?
Negative 4x.
Yes, -4x. And -4 times a -6, a negative times a negative?
Positive.
Positive 24.
Yes. All right, so now you're going to put these numbers together with your calculator, right? What is this number and this number together?
Negative 10x.
And this is -10x. Let me write this down. Does that, they all match? Yes or no? Do they match the one on top? It does, right? So if it does match it, guess what? It's the right answer then. Okay, let me change this. Let me change one of the signs. I'm gonna change one of these sign things and see what happens. All right, same kind of problem. See number 8. This is gonna say factor. So how about x squared minus 10x minus 24? Okay, looks just like this one. It has double minus signs. And the possible numbers are still going to be the same thing. 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 6 and 4, 3 and 8. All these numbers are a bunch of 24s, right? But you got to get 10 in the middle. Pick one.
Professor Alvarez, is there maybe a trick or a shortcut to knowing from this point which two are the right numbers?
Like the 4 and the 6, 6 and
Yes. Is there maybe a secret that we don't know about?
well, when there's a minus in the middle, let me go back to the one we just did right now. Okay, let me go back to the one we just did this here. Okay, so there's a minus in the middle and a plus at the end, right? So the only way that ever is you're gonna have a minuses in here, and the last one is gonna have to be the negative times the negative. That's the only way it's gonna be. Does that make sense? The last times the last always has to be the last, and the only way this will happen is if what? If they're both minus signs. Does that make sense for this one? So the last times the last is gonna be that one right there, right? That's gonna be a negative to negative is positive. Now the next one, let's look at this one. The last times the last thing times the last thing is gonna be a negative, right? The only way that's gonna happen is gonna have to be what? A mix, right? It's gonna have to be a negative positive or positive negative. You see that right there? I mean, that's one way that kind of you can, but there's really not a lot of ways to do it. You just have to kind of try it. So I'm gonna say 12 and 2 because just try this. All right. So I know it's gonna have to be the middle one's a negative for each negative goes. If it's in the middle, put it whatever side is right here, put it in the other one. The big number.
12.
Yes. Now, the hard part is we gotta decide this part right here. So negative times what gives you a negative?
Positive.
So negative, and the reason is because the only way that's gonna happen is a positive times a negative is gonna give you this negative sign right here. Okay, so now if I say this is the answer, okay, let's just go from there. All right, let's say x. Just check this. Does it work? I don't know. Let's see. X plus 2 times x minus 12. Let's work it out. X times x, that's an x squared. I got that part. X times negative 12 is 12x. Now this one. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. But tell me what's in the middle. You tell me what do you think this and this together is going to become? What's that going to be?
Negative 10x.
Yeah. That's 24 like that. All right. So now let me do. Oh, yeah, that one and that one. Okay. Now, what if you have this one? Then let me just change it just a little bit. This is going to say factor, and you're going to say x squared minus 14x plus 24. All right. There it is. All right, this one here. All right. It's still going to be the same things. Again, it's going to be 24 and 1. 12 and 2 and 6 and 4. Still going to be these guys right here. 3 and 8, I guess, also. But which one though? Which of those? Think about it. Which of those adds, subtracts, gives you the middle, and gives 20? Which one do you think it is?
12 and 2.
Yeah, this one is 12 and 2 because 12 times 2 is 24 somehow. But now let's set it up and let's figure it out right here. He said the 2 and the 12. All right, now the signs. Let's get the signs. Ready? There's a minus in the middle, so right now, big number right away. Negative 12. Okay, now the last times the last has to be the last. What do you think has to be right here with my fingers?
Negative 2.
Yeah. So you see a negative to negative is a positive 24. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. We're saying that this is probably the answer. Let's go. Let's see if it does. Let's check it out. So x minus 2 times x minus 12. Is that right? Let's see. X times x is x squared. X times negative 12 is negative 12x. Negative 2 times that is negative 2x. And a negative times a negative is a positive 24. So now you tell me what this middle part is going to be. What is this going to be? That one and that one together. Tell me. What's that going to be? What's negative 12 and negative 2 together?
Negative 14.
There you go. But now the question is, do they match? Yes. 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 If they all match, then this is the right answer. Okay, let me change it again. Okay, I'm just gonna change it again. Same thing. I'll use 24 again. Okay. 24 again. All right. 114 again. Let's say this is factor. Okay. This time you have x squared minus 3x minus 24. Okay. And the possible numbers are 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 6 times 4, 3 times 8. All these are 24s, right? So what do you think? Which one will give you 3 in the middle? Or you know what? It's not, let me fix it. Let me make it come out easy. There you go. How about this? 5. You can see right away. Which one will be 5?
3 and 8.
Yeah, because somebody said 8 minus 3 or 3 minus 8, that gives you a 5, right? If you multiply these numbers, does that give you 24? It does. So let's set it up first. Let's see how it goes. X, 3 and 8. Okay, now you need to tell me the sign. Where does the minus sign go?
-8.
Right here? How about the other one?
Positive 3.
Positive 3. All right. So now, so a negative times a positive. Positive 3 times negative 8. Does that give you negative 24? It does,
Yeah.
right? 3 to negative 8. And 3 minus 8 might be that. Okay, let's just check it. I think this is right. If it's not, we can always switch it off. Ready? X times x is x squared. X and negative 8 is negative 8x. 3 times that is 3x. And 3 times that is negative 24. But you tell me what's in the middle now. What do you think? What is this one and this one right here? What do you think that and that's going to become? You tell me. What's this?
Negative 5.
And does it match? Let's see. Yes. 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 All of them match. So then this is the right thing. It has to be mine. Okay. So now I'm going to use the same numbers right now. I'm just going to switch it. Okay. All right. Same problem. One more time. So I'm going to put x squared minus 11x plus 24. Now I'm going to put the possible numbers over here. 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 6 and 4, 3 times 8. All these are 24s. So now you tell me which one.
3 and 8.
Somebody said 3 and 8. Again, okay, that's fine. And what about, where does the negative go?
With the 8.
The 8. Okay, and then what about the other one?
-3.
Somebody says double negative signs. What do you think? A negative to a negative, does that give you plus 24?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's check this. Does it work? Let's find out. So x minus 3 times x minus 8. Does that give us x times x? That's x squared. That's okay. What's x and negative 8? You tell me. What is this right here?
-8x.
Yep. And negative 3 times that is negative 3x. And a negative times a negative is what?
Positive 24.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so now I'm gonna tell. Now this is what you're gonna do. You do this in the calculator. This one and this one together. What do you get? What's this?
Negative 11x.
Yes. Plus 24. So now the question is, does that one match? Yes. Does this one match? Yes. Does that one match also? Yes. All three match all three up there? So then it is a -3 and that is the answer right there. Does that make sense? For 114?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody kind of okay with this one? 114? Yeah. All right, you want, let me do one more variation on this, okay? Just because I want to make sure that you got it. What if it doesn't look like this? What if it's what if it looks like this? X times x minus 5 minus 24. And it says factor. What if it looks like that? This is what? Factor, but it's not the way I want it to be. So first thing you need to do is do that PEMDAS thing on this. All right. Can I multiply these two numbers here? Yes or no? What's that going to give you if I multiply them out? What's x times x?
X squared.
There you go. What's x and -5?
-5x.
Yep, 5x. And then A24 is still there, right? All right, so this one became that one. You see the first one, second one, how they become? Now you say, well, I know what the numbers are going to be because we did it. They're going to be 24 times 1, 12 times 2, 6 and 4, 3 and 8. All these numbers are 24. So what do you think? Which one?
3 and 8.
3 and 8. And what about the sign? Where's the negative go?
With the 8.
What about the other one?
Positive.
Okay, so let me say this is the answer right here in the box. So to make sure that I mess it up, I just check it. Is x plus 3x minus 8 correct? Oh no. X times x is x squared. Got it. What's x times x and -8? -8x. What's 3 times x?
3x.
3x. What's 3 times -8?
Negative 24.
24. Okay. All right. So now put them together. X squared. Let me highlight this. Don't say anything yet. This one and that one. That one and that one together. What is it?
Negative 5x.
So now, do they match? Yes. Right here. Do they match this one here? Yes. Yes. So this is the right answer. This right here is the answer that belongs to that. All right. I'm gonna say 114 is okay. Is that all right? Can I say 114? You can do that. You can handle. You have the skills.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to 115 then. 115. All right. So 115. It says solve this equation. So you have x minus 4 times 5x plus 1 equals 0. So there's the problem. It says solve that one right there. Okay. Well, let's set each part equal to 0 then. X minus 4 is 0, or 5x plus 1 equals 0. So how do you do the left one? You tell me. How do you solve x minus 4 equals 0? Add something.
Add 4.
Yes. So x equals 4, right? Because these are gone. Or 5x plus 1, what do you subtract from both sides? You tell me.
1.
Right. So 5x is -1. So now divide this by 5 and divide this by 5. Boom, this is gone. So x is -1/5, yes or no? So we got two answers. We got 4 And we got negative 1/5. Is everybody okay right there? Yes or no? Set it equals 0, equal to 0. Is number 115 okay? Yes or no? You tell me.
Can you do one more, please?
Of course. Let's do another one of those. I'll do 2 more. Okay, so 115. All right, so now if you have x plus 3 times 3x minus 7 equals 0. Okay, it says solve. Okay, so let's go from there. All right, so this one, it's already has to this. So 0 times 0 is 0. So that means that could be 0 or the other one could be 0. So x plus 3 is 0 or 3x minus 7 is 0. So there's 2 ways to get the answer. So now this one, do the opposite. So if it's a plus 3, I'm just going to do minus 3 on both sides. These are gone. So x is a minus 3. I got one answer. Or 3x minus 7, you tell me what to do. What do I do to this one?
Add 7.
Plus a 7, plus a 7, or 3x, these are gone, equals 7. Now what? Divide by what? 3. Divide by 3, like that. So x equals 7 over 3. So it looks like I have 2 answers again. The first answer is a negative 3. And the second answer is 7 over 3. Because if you put negative 3 back in here, negative 3 plus 3 is 0. It's gone. 0 times that is 0. And you put the 7/3 in here, it'll come out to 0. This one will be 0. It'll be 0 times 0 is still 0. So there's 2 answers for this. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, same problem. I'm just going to change the numbers, okay?
Do we leave the 7 over 3 as 7 over 3 or do we?
Yeah, leave it like this. Like right here, I would stop right there. Yeah, don't make it into mixed. Don't make it into mixed numbers. Don't make it into decimals either. So like if you do this on my math lab, leave it like this. Like on my math lab, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna say negative 3, comma 7 over 3. This is how you would put it in the math lab. Eventually, when everybody gets my math lab, you're gonna do it like this. In the answer box, this number, comma, that number. Does that make sense? Yeah, don't make it decimals because if you round out, you put wrong decimals, you'll mess it up. Let me do it now like this one, okay? Same problem. I'm just gonna change the numbers. 115 again. Let's say I have this. Let's say I have x minus 11 times 2x minus 100 equals 0. What do you think? Same problem, right? But different numbers. So I'm gonna set it up. So x minus 11 is 0, or 2x minus 100 equals 0. So now how do you do the left one? This one.
Add 11.
Yes, exactly. Add 11, add 11. These are gone. So x is, tell me. 0 plus 11 is that 11? Yes or no? Okay. Other side. 2x minus 100, what do you do?
Add 100 to both sides.
Add 100 to this side, add 100 to this side, or 2x equals 100. Then what?
Multiply by 2 or divide by 2.
Yeah, there you go. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So these are gone. So now, what is this one? What's 100 divided by 2?
50.
Let me say 50. 5, 0. Is that okay? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say 115 is okay. Is that okay? Okay, I'm
Yes.
going to go 116 then. Okay, number 116. Okay, this one says solve. It says x squared minus 15x equals 0. All right, so that's the setup on it. So now what you're going to do is take out something from factors this out. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you first step. If I factor out the x from the first one and the second one, what's left over? All right, I'm gonna set up this and you tell me this is okay now. X times X, you think X times X is X squared?
Yes.
And you think X and negative 15, is that negative 15X right here? My fingers
Yes.
are. All right, so this times this is exactly the one upstairs. So now, once I do that, I can set it up, and the setup is this: X is 0, or that one is 0. Well, this one's already done. I don't have to mess with that one, but the other one's not. How do you do this one? What do I do with this
Add
one?
15.
Yeah, add 15, add 15. So X over here is what? 15. So we got two answers right there. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, same problem. I'm just gonna switch the signs, switch the numbers. Okay. All right, let's do another one, just like this one. 116. Suppose I have this one. Suppose I have X squared plus 10X equals 0. There you go. Good enough. How about that one? What can I take out from both of these? I can take an X out for sure. Now tell me what's left over inside. You tell me. What goes there?
X.
What goes here?
10.
10. All right, do it again. So X times X, is that X squared?
Yes.
And then what's X times 10?
10x.
Is that what you have over there? Yeah. Okay, so now if I set it up, X is 0, or X plus 10 is 0. So that one's already done. Don't mess with it. So X plus 10, what do you do to this one?
Subtract 10.
Minus 10, minus 10. These are gone. So X is minus 10. So I have two answers, this one and this one. You see it? Okay, now we do a little bit harder than this one, just a little bit, not that much more. 116 again. Suppose I have 2x squared plus 10x equals 0. Let's solve this thing. All right. First of all, I know I can take an x out, but I can take more. Can I take the 2x out from both of them, do you think? Is that possible? What do you think? What's 2x times what? Gives me this answer right here.
X.
So 2x and x, right? Yep, that's right. And the second one, what do you think goes here?
5.
All right, let's do it again. So 2x times x, does that give you 2x squared? Yes. And 2x times 5, does that give you 10x? Yes. So it's ready to go. You set it up the same way. 2x equals 0, or x plus 5 equals 0. So this one, I divided by 2, and divided by 2, but $0 divided by 2 best friends in San Antonio, still gets 0. Over here, how do you do this one? You tell me.
Subtract 5.
Yeah, a minus 5, a minus 5 like that? Okay. Or this one, these are gone, equals negative 5. There you go. 0, negative 5. Okay. Is that okay for 116? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's go next one then. Let's go to 117. All right, ready? 117, it says solve, you have x squared minus 9 equals 0. Okay, let me show you, there's a formula for this. A squared minus b squared can be a plus the b and a minus the b. This is a formula that we used before. So x squared minus 3 squared equals 0. Because x times x is x squared, 3 times 3 is 9. That makes sense for that, the setup right here? Now, does this look like this formula here? Is this square minus a square? Yes. If it's square minus square, it becomes plus it and minus it. Becomes this one times that one. So this one becomes those two. So this one here becomes those two. So now you have x plus 3 times x minus 3 equals 0. That means you can set it up just like we did before. Either x plus 3 is 0, or x minus 3 equals 0. So x plus 3 minus a 3. So I got minus 3 right here. Or x minus 3 add the 3. So we got 3, negative 3, and we got 3. Those two numbers work in that one. Let me do it again, okay? Same problem, 117. I'm using this formula right here. Okay, let's do another one like that, just like that. 117. Ready? Solve x squared minus 81 equals 0. So I'm going to use this formula. A squared, b squared is a plus a b, a minus a b. There you go. So now, what goes there and what goes there? You tell me. What goes in the first block? What goes there?
X.
X. What about the second one? What times what is 81? Same number twice.
9.
9 times 9, is that right? Is 9 times 9 81? Yes. So this looks like that one. So this is to become x plus 9, x minus 9 equals 0. So I'm going to set this up to x plus 9 is 0, or x minus 9 is 0. So x plus 9 minus a 9 equals 0 minus a 9. So I got negative 9 for one answer. Or x minus 9, add the 9, or x equals plus 9 is the second answer. Yes or no? Let's do it again. Do it again. You get it right here. Suppose I have this. It says solve x squared minus 1 equals 0. Formula again. A squared minus b squared is a plus the b times a minus the b. Same formula again. So tell me, something goes here and something goes here. You tell me what you think what goes inside the blocks. What goes here?
X.
What goes here? I'll help you. 1. Is 1 times 1 1? Is x times x squared? So is it x squared minus 1 squared? Yes or no? Yes, yeah, I did that right
Yes.
there. So now, I guess I'm going to say that this is going to become x plus the 1 and x minus 1. This is called difference of squares, but it's just a name. Okay. So I'm going to set it up from there. I'm going to say x plus 1 is 0, or x minus 1 is 0. So there's two ways to get the answer, right? So how do you do the first one? X plus 1, what do you do?
Subtract 1.
Yes, subtract 1. So x is minus 1. Or the second one, x minus 1, what do you do?
Add.
That one. That one. So negative 1, positive 1. Is that okay for number 117? Yes or no? You told me.
I'm still don't know how you got the a plus b times the a minus b. I'm still
Oh, okay.
trying to figure that out.
This is it's a formula from algebra that says, well, you know what? Let me, your question. Let's do his question. He said, how does that become this? Let's just do this. Suppose I have x plus 7 times x minus 7. Let's just do some examples first so you can see it. Okay. All right. Suppose I'm doing examples. So let's just multiply this out. Ready? X times x. What do you think that's gonna be? Is that x squared? Yes or no?
Yes, x squared.
X and negative 7. That's a negative 7x, right? Okay. So now, what is 7 times x?
7x.
Right. And what's 7 times negative 7? Negative
49.
And what about the middle numbers?
They cancel out.
Right. So what's left over is x squared minus 49 only. Okay. Let's do that one. You just see in a second. X plus 9 times x minus 9. I'm just gonna multiply this out. Ready? So x times x. What is x times x?
X squared.
X squared, right? X squared. What's x and negative 9?
Negative 9x.
There you go. And what's 9 times x?
9x. Positive 9x.
And 9 times negative 9?
Negative 81.
And let's see what's gonna happen to this one. 9x minus 9. How about these guys? Are they gone?
They cancel out.
Again, right? So now I'm telling you that you can reverse it. And the reverse is this. Anytime you have an answer that looks like a squared minus b squared, that means the original problem must have been a plus a b and a minus a b. This is a formula that says anytime you have squares minus squares, the original one has to be this. So let me do one like this. So this one, x squared minus 81, is really that one. X squared minus 49 is really that one. You see what I'm doing? If you were to go backwards, this one here in the bottom will become this one right here. Does that make sense? This one in the bottom really will become what? That one up there. So now let me give you one that the other way. Suppose I have x squared minus 25. Okay. So does that look, well, almost. This is x squared minus 5 squared. Okay, now it looks like this formula here. See this two right here? See how they match? This one and this one match right here. My fingers are.
Right.
Yeah. So now, as soon as you know that this matches my formula, I'm going to use my formula. My formula says if you have a square minus something else squared, automatically becomes the plus it and the minus it. So automatically the answer is going to be x plus the 5 and x minus the 5. It's going to become this answer right there. You start with this, automatically becomes that one. Because that one backwards is this. That one
So the
backwards
5 would be the B, the A would be the X.
Right. That's what it would be. And it could be harder than that. Let me do one that's harder than that. I mean, a little bit, not that much harder. Suppose I have this. Suppose I have 4x squared minus, let's say 81. All right, and I'm going to use this formula again. And it's going to be a plus the number, a minus the number. All right, so now you tell me, is there a number that's square and there's a number that's square that belongs in here? You tell me what goes here. Well, what number squared is 4? What times what is 4?
2.
2. Okay. And x. So 2 times 2, 4. Yes, x times x squared. Okay. And what about 81? What's the square? What number is 81?
9.
9. So 9 times 9 is 81. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. So now, does this look like the formula up there?
Yes, I see what happened. I now I understand how you got to that.
Yeah. So automatically, as soon as you see that, you know the answer already. Yeah. So here's my answer. I know the answer. It's going to be this right here, because it's in that formula. Yeah. Once you got the formula, you can use that formula again and again. So let me do an easy one in this. What about this one? It says x squared minus 144, and it says factor. Okay. So you know what? I know that I can use a formula: a squared minus b squared, which is going to be a plus the b and a minus the b. All right. So ready? But what number goes here and what number goes there? You tell me. What goes here?
X.
What goes there? What times what is 144? You just calculate. You need to. What times what is 144? 10 times 10? No, more. 11 times 11? More.
12 times 12.
There you go. So is 12 times 12 144? Yeah, it is, right? All right. So now, is this set up like the formula over here? They are, right? Square.
Yes.
Square.
Okay.
Automatically, I know the answer is going to be x plus the 12 and x minus the 12. Here's my answer right there. But you have to make it look like this first. Let me do 2 more of these, and then I'll go to the next one. Okay. All right. 24. Suppose I have a big number. I'm gonna put a big number. 49x squared minus 25, and it says factor. And I say, you know what? I think it looks like that formula again. It's going to be a plus a number and a minus a number. So fix it. What goes in the first block? Goes here. What times y is 49?
7.
There you go. So 7 times 49, x squared. What number is 25? What times y is 25?
5.
All right, so 7 times 10 is 49, x, yeah, and 5 times 5 is 25. All right, now, does it look like that one? See my fingers? Does this one match this one?
Yes.
Square minus squares. So if it matches it like this, it becomes this plus minus thing. So it's going to become 7x plus 5, and what else?
7x minus 5.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to come like that. Does that make sense with the formula? Yes?
It's a little scary, but it makes sense.
Now it makes sense a little bit. So let me do one more last one. You tell me what this will be. So x squared minus, let me see, 64. This factor. So what you're gonna have to do, make it match this formula again. A squared b squared is a plus the formula and a minus the formula. Okay, so now what goes in the little blocks? You tell me. What goes in the first one? X for sure, right? What about the second one though? What goes here?
8.
8. So we have x squared minus 8 squared. What do you think the answer is going to be? You tell me what it is.
X plus the 8 times x minus the 8.
Yep, this one and that one. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. Does that make sense? Let me do one right here under it. X squared minus 1. Well, this is going to be x squared minus 1 squared. So you tell me the answer. What do you think the answer is going to be at the end? For this one right here. It's x squared minus 1 squared. What goes there?
X plus 1 times x minus 1.
Yep, that's it. Okay, yeah, you got it. You know how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna go next one. I'm gonna go to 118 now. This one was like 117, I guess. All right, 118. Is that okay? All right. 118. It's gonna say solve x squared minus x minus 20 equals 0. Okay, now I have 20, so you need to think about it's a different number, 20. So let's go from there. So possible numbers are 20 times 1, 10 times 2, and 4 times 5. All these numbers are 20. But what's in the middle? It's like a 1 right here, right? 1, a negative 1x in the middle. So guess which one you're going to try.
4 and 5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And we do that. X and X. And he said 4 and 5. Is that right? All right. So now, what about the minus sign?
With the 5.
And the other one?
Positive 4.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do this real quick. Positive 4 times negative 5. What's the 4 times positive 4 times negative 5? Is that negative 20? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. And calculator. If you do 4 minus 5 in your calculator right now, what do you get 4 minus 5? What's that going to be?
Negative 1.
Is that what you have up there?
Yes.
And then x times x, x squared. Okay. So these two are the same. Now from there, because you know what? It's ready to go. I'm going to go x plus 4 is 0 or x minus 5 is 0. So I have two answers right there. X plus 4 or x minus 5? How do you solve the left one? I saw this one.
Subtract 4 to each side.
Yep, minus a 4, minus a 4. So x is a -4 right here. Or x minus 5 plus a 5, and over here go plus a 5 for x equals what? 5 is the second answer. Is that right for that right there?
Yes.
Okay, let me do that one like this one. Same thing. I'm just gonna change the numbers, okay? The sign, so this is 26. 118. All right, same kind of problem. I'm just gonna go x squared minus 8x minus 20 equals 0. So let's say solve this one. Okay, and the numbers are, the possible numbers are 20 times 1, 10 times 2, 4 times 5. All these are 20.
10 and 2.
10 and 2. Okay, let's go with those. All right, what else? What about the minus sign? Where does it go?
-10 and +2.
All right, let's see if this works. So +2 times -10, is that going to give you a -20? Yes or no? Those two right here where my fingers are. +2 so -10, is that -20?
Yes.
And if you go 2 minus 10, what's 2 minus 10?
-8.
Yeah, that's right. It's -8. So what you have in the middle, right? So this one and this one are the same. So now you can set it up. You can say, you know what? X plus 2 is 0, or x minus 10 is 0. So x plus 2, what do you do to both sides?
Subtract 2.
Yes. So x is -2. Or over here, x minus 10, what do you do?
Add 10 to both sides.
Add 10, add 10. So x is what? 10. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So 118, is that one okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's go next one. I'm gonna go 119. All right. So now 119. It's gonna say solve. So now this one is different because it looks like this. I'm just gonna set it up for you because all the time we have stuff, ours is x squared here at the beginning, just x squared, 1x squared by itself all the time. Now there could be other numbers like 3 and 10 and 5, all kinds of other numbers in there, which makes it harder because 3 is 3 times 1. And the last number, 2, is 2 times 1. So what that means is when you set in this problem up, the first times the first has to give you the first one. So I'm just gonna tell you what goes there. And don't worry about this for right now. I'm gonna tell you that it's 3x times x. You think that would be 3x squared? Yes or no? 3x times x, they give you 3x squared for the beginning.
Yes.
And the last one has to be 2 and 1. So I'm gonna put the 2 and the 1 here. So 2 times 1 will give me the 2. But now, let me see what the minus is gonna get. I'm gonna say that the minus is probably gonna go here and the plus is there. Now, this one, I'm just gonna check it over here. I'm gonna check that it does work out. We're saying that 3x plus 2 multiplied times x minus 1 will give me this answer. So let's check it. 3x times x, tell me the answer.
3x squared.
Yes. And 3x and -1 is -3x. Okay. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times -1 is -2. So now we have 3x squared, and here's the hard part. What do you think -3 and a +2 is going to be? This right here.
-1.
Mhm. Or 3x squared minus x minus 2. So now here's my question to you. Does this match the one up there? Yes or no? Does
Yes.
this one? Yeah. So this is that one right there. Okay, now, and I'll show you how to do this later. Let me just do this one example, and I gotta go to next one because we haven't done a bunch that have numbers here, like 3, 4, 5, 7, nothing. Everything we do is just x squares, but that's okay. We're gonna do them. So now, since this is the right way, I checked it. Yeah, it works okay. I'm gonna set it up then. I'm gonna say, you know what? I can solve it. 3x plus 2 is 0. Or the other one is x minus 1 is 0. So 3x plus 2 minus a 2 and 0 minus a 2. These are gone. So 3x equals negative 2. So now, what's the next step? Divide by what? My fingers.
3.
Yeah, 3. So x is negative 2 over 3. Or over here, x minus 1, what do you do?
Add 1.
Add 1. Add 1. So x equals 1. So I have two answers. I have this answer. And I have this answer. Okay, so don't worry about this one because we're going to do more of these later. But that's how you do it. It's like, it's harder because it doesn't have just x and x. Now it's going to have 3x, 5x, 4x, 3x, all kinds of different things. But let me do one. Let me do one that you know how to do, okay? Let me do one that for sure you have the skills, okay? All right, let's do the next one. Let's do this one here. This one you can do. 120. It says solve x plus 9 plus 14 equals 0. Okay, so now it doesn't look like the ones we know how to do yet, but we can fix it. And the way you fix it is you do PEMDAS. Ready? So x times x, tell me the answer.
X
X
squared.
squared,
Squared. X times 9, tell me the answer.
9x.
9x plus 14 equals 0. So now possible numbers are 14 times 1 and 2 times 7. These are all the numbers that you could get at 14, right? It's only x and x. That's don't worry about this part. Now pick the number. Which one has to be the middle?
7 and 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking 7 and 2. So let's set it up. So 2, 7 right there. So now what are the signs?
They're both positive.
Okay, let's check before we mess with it. Let's check it. Is 2 times 7 to give you 14? 2 times 7 is that 14?
Yes.
And 2 added to 7. What's 2 plus 7? Is
9.
that what you have in the middle?
Yes.
So it matches, right? So we can set it up and say, you know what? It's ready. So x plus 2 is 0. Or x plus 7 is 0. So x plus 2 minus a 2 equals 0 minus a 2. So negative 2. Or x plus 7 minus 7 and 0 minus 7. Or x equals minus 7. Another answer. So we got two answers. Negative 2, negative 7 for that one. All right, let me do 121. Okay. I say that one you can do. This one. 121. All right. Is this solve? X squared is 25. What number squared is 25? And wait, don't tell me the answer yet. If you take the square root of this side, you take the square root of this side, this one is going to give you two answers. So this is going to give you plus or minus 5. So I'm telling you that x equals negative 5 or x equals positive 5. I'm saying that these two answers will work. And the way it is, let's check this. Let's check, see if they work. If x equals -5 and I put it in the formula, does it work? Let's see. -5 squared, is that 25? I don't know. -5 to -5, is that gonna be 25? Maybe. Negative to negative is positive. Does it work? Yes. So this one is good. Try this one. Try x equals -5. Does that one work? Let's see. So x squared is 25. So 5 squared is 25. So 5 times 5, is that 25? Let's see. 5 times 5 is 25 is 25. Yes, that's also good. So this one works. This one works and this one works. So they both work. This number works and this number works where? In this right here. So there's two answers. Okay. So let me do it now like this. A couple more like this and now. You'll see. All right. Suppose it's harder than that. Suppose it looks like this. X minus 1 squared is 25. What if it looks like that? I'm gonna still square root it on both sides. Ready? So x minus 1 squared equals plus or minus square root of 25. So x minus 1 equals plus or minus 5. So two things can happen when I set this problem up. X minus 1 is -5, or x minus 1 equals positive 5. You see what I'm doing right there? It's either -5 or positive 5 right here. How do you solve this one? Tell me.
Add 1 to both sides?
Yep, at one. So x is, what's that?
-4?
Yep, -4. All right, success. And x minus 1, what do you do?
Add 1 to both sides?
So the second answer, what's the second answer gonna be?
6.
6. Do it again. Let's do it again, okay? Same problem, let's gonna do it again. One more time. 121. What do we have? X minus 6 squared equals 9. Okay, same kind of problem, just different numbers. Ready? Tell me, first step, do I square root both sides? Yes. All right, so now this is gonna be x minus 6, and this is gonna be plus or minus 3, because 3 to 3 is 9. So two things that can happen. Well, x minus 6 is 0, or that's 0. X minus 6 is minus a 3, or x minus 6 equals positive 3. So it's either negative or positive. So now, how do you do this one? You tell me. How do I do this one?
Add 6 to both sides?
Yeah, plus a 6, plus a 6, right? So these are gone. So what's a -3 and a +6? What is that gonna be?
-3.
Okay, -3. Okay, let me do it again. Don't wait, don't say anything. Okay, what do you think it's gonna be?
+3.
Somebody said +3, yes or no? Okay. The other one. X minus 6, add the 6, and over here, add the 6. All right, guess what do you think it's gonna be for this one?
X equals 9?
Somebody said 9. Somebody said +3 and +9, yes or no? Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, let me just change the numbers. I'm gonna do it again, same thing. Just gonna change the numbers. You'll see in a second. All right, so you have 121 again. And I'm gonna say x plus 9 squared equals 4. All right, so I'm gonna square both sides. Ready? Take the square root of this side and the square root of this side, and this is gonna be plus or minus answer. So x plus 9 equals plus or minus 2. Is that right? So now, things that could happen are, we set it up, we said x plus 9 is negative 2, or x plus 9 is positive 2. Y'all see how I get those two answers right there? So now, x plus 9, what do I do to both sides?
Subtract the 9.
Yeah, minus a 9, minus a 9. All right, so these are gone. So now calculator, you have to do this in a calculator. Do it in a calculator. Don't do it in your head. Don't do these numbers in your head. A negative 2 and a negative 9. What do you think that's going to become?
Negative 11.
Yes, negative 11. Okay, over here. X plus 9 minus a 9 and 2 minus a 9. What do you think this is going to become? Do it in the calculator. Let me highlight it. Wait, don't say anything yet. This number's right here in the yellow. What do you think they're going to become?
Negative 7.
Yeah, negative 7. Y'all see I get those two numbers right there? Y'all see I get this yellow right here became this one, and this yellow right here became this one. Is everybody okay with that? Yes or no? You tell me. Yes? No?
Yes. Yes.
I say yes. I say you know how to do 121. Let me stop there. That's fine. We just stop at 121. Okay, so this is the plan, man. This is my plan. Tuesday. Okay, next week, Tuesday, I'm gonna show you how to use a graphing calculator. Okay, and this is the one that I use. I use a TI 84 plus, but it doesn't matter. It could be TI 84 plus, silver, titanium, regular. It doesn't matter. Or if you can't find one of those, you get a TI 83. Those are pretty good too. These two right here, they're real close to each other. They're super close, and they work. These are machines that I use. That are easy to use.
I just picked one up from Walmart yesterday.
Oh, really? How much are they? Like $100 or something?
They're exactly $100.
Oh, they're 100.
Yes.
Damn, I thought I got a deal at Sam's Club.
Which would you get? The 84 or 83?
This exact same one you have right there.
Oh, the plus. This one.
Exact same one.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
just like it.
Yeah, and I'll show you how to set up stuff on it. Because I'll show you how to set up the domain range and graphing and all that other stuff that has it in there. But for now, just get one of those, and then like I said, I'll show you how to do all that stuff. And then what I'll do is I'll just show you just what you need to know, how to do, set it up. We'll do that. And if you need to know more stuff, I'll tell you more stuff. But everything that you need to know, I'll show you how to set it up, how to do the graph, and we'll do easy ones, and then we'll do a little bit harder ones. But you have to have this machine because when you start graphing stuff that's kind of complicated, it's super hard to do it paper and pencil. There's no way, man. There's no way you can do that. But if you have the machine, it's possible always. All right, so I'm gonna stop there. What number was that? 121. Okay, so I'm gonna stop 121. All right, so we did these, but like the one graphing ones, I didn't do the graphing ones because you don't have the machines yet, but you will. Yeah, Walmart has them. I guess Target, Walmart, Office Depot, but you get to call them first before you go. You get the price. You know what I'm saying? May as well. To call around. All right. So I'm gonna stop right there. We did 121. That's the last one we did, right? 121.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, let me stop there, 121.
Professor Alvarez, I have a question about,
Sure, ask me.
I finally got access to Pearson. I finally got the link to show up so I could finally get in. Is there, but I didn't see any assignments on there.
Well,
right?
don't do anything yet. They're in there, but don't do nothing right now. So you got in there, you got like, there's a book in there and stuff like that, ebook?
Yes.
Okay, don't do anything now. Don't do nothing. Nothing at all right now. Right now, don't do anything. How's that? Not till not till next week, like to a party like Thursday. But no, I'm still gonna on Tuesday, I'm gonna show you how to use a graphing calculator, and I'll probably do some more of these with graphing, and then we'll after next week, then we'll use that stuff. I'll show you what to get from the Pearson. Okay.
Okay.
So don't look at that. Just make sure you know how to do the ones. Whatever we did today, just look at that YouTube website and make sure you know how to do them. Okay. And then we'll use this machine later. And by the time you'll have skills, right? I say yes. You won't be able to do it. I'll show you how to do all the junk in there. All right. Get out of here. I'm gonna turn it off. Go. All right. All right. And I'll see you Tuesday. Bring a machine. Bring a machine. If you don't bring a machine, you just need to write everything I do, write it down. And hopefully everybody has one. That's the plan. All right, I'm gonna turn it off in I guess I'll turn it off 1 minute. Anybody else any questions? No? All right. I'll shut it off then. Have it there. And there.